Welcome to my live stream. Hey guys, good morning to you all. I hope you all are enjoying the new month. Yeah, because I'm surely enjoying it. Oh, please, if you're watching me, please, oh my god, share me out. Oh my god. Please, guys, share me out, share me out, share me out. Oh shit. If you are watching me, please, 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 do me a favor and share me out. My laptop is giving me headache. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, good morning to you all. Today we are going to be learning something new. Welcome my subscribers. Welcome, welcome. Let me just give some time for people to join in. Please share me out. Let me see if I can share myself out. Please share me out. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for being the first. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kweta, for being the first to join me live. Please do me a favor and share my video. Please, 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 please. Let me. Sorry, I'm sharing myself out. Okay, so I'll be back soon. I'm trying to share myself out. It's taking time. Okay. Alright guys, so while waiting for the others, let me just start. I want to state out some of the advantages of online learning. You know, there are some people that have the option. There are people that don't have the option. People have the option of, okay, the choice of either going to sit in the classroom or just sitting at home or somewhere else and just using their laptops to study. All right, but at the end of the day, with all these options being given, these people still choose to school online. Now, even when you compare the two schools, you discover that maybe studying online is kind of expensive, and or sitting in a classroom is cheaper. These people will still prefer to go online. So what do you really think will make somebody to like decide that, okay, I have this choice, I have these options, this, either go and sit in a classroom and learn, or I either go online and learn. At the end of the day, some people will still see reasons why they shouldn't school online, and yet people will still also see reasons why they should school online. All right, so in today's video I want to talk about reasons, some of the reasons why you see people choosing to study online rather than just going and sitting in a classroom where they'll meet the lecturer face to face, ask questions, listen to lectures, and so on and so forth. But yet they know that, because not in some of the schools online, actually some teachers go live and teach, and you watch. Some do videos and you watch, you can download and watch. And some just do the write-ups and you read, or download the books and read. Now, despite having an advantage of sitting in a classroom, meeting the teacher face to face, asking your question, listening to him while he teaches, now having this advantage, people still choose to go study online, and then where they will not even have access to maybe seeing the teacher, have access to the instructor, or even asking questions, or questions that might have been answered immediately. They can ask questions and then it will take time for the instructor or for the lecturer to reply. So these are some of the reasons we want to see here. We want to see why somebody will really have the opportunity, will have the option of studying online, and yet, and of studying in a classroom, sorry, and yet still choose to go online and study. All right. So now, uh, guys, I'll be back. Before I start, I want to first of all thank all my subscribers. I want to thank Mr. Quetta Bellis for being the first to join me live today. I want to thank those that were there yesterday. Thank you so much. It was so urgent. It was, but some people still made that time to join me live, to join me in my live show. So, and today I want to thank each and every one of you that is joining, or that has joined, or that is planning to join. I want to just thank God, and I really pray that those that were destined to be here, please make sure you're here. Wherever you are, if you're sleeping, let God just give you a hard knock on your head, like, get up, get up, get up, get up. If it's having a live show, so just get up and watch, or you run it for me, right? Okay. So let me do something, guys, before we continue. All right. Okay. Just pardon me, guys. I'll be back. I'm trying to bring people in with my laptop. This. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Mr. This topic is so important. Let me read what Mr. Bell is saying. Okay. This topic is so important. I love to study online. Okay, thank you very much. Hello, I'm here. Zena. Okay. Thank you so much, Zena, for coming. Thank you. I might not be able to pronounce your name well. Please just pardon me, but I'm trying. At least. Thank you so much for coming. Please let me just be patient with me, I beg. Okay, okay. So I wrote down some of the advantages I want us to talk here. So, advantages of online learning. Here are the reasons why I think online learning is advantageous. So now I am giving it based on my own point of view, but I have also asked a lot of people that are studying online. You know, I always tell you that before I start up something, I will always um okay, thank you. before I start up something, I will always want to do some investigations and just throw out some questions and get some answers from from the public, and that's people that are directly involved with what I'm doing. So I have met people that are studying online and I've asked some of these questions, and their point of view is just same like mine. All right, so this is based on my own point of view, so you can also tell me why you think someone like Mr. Kweta Bellis that loves studying online. What do you think? What makes you really want to study online? What are the advantages? Because I think if you want to do something, first of all, you have to look the advantages and the disadvantages. And from what I know, the advantages should be that which can, like, that is way more than the disadvantages. So it's the advantages of what you want to do, because no matter what you do in life, there are always advantages and disadvantages. There are always a positive and the negative side. But at the end of the day, for you to continue with that thing, I think if you want to continue with it, the advantages or the positive or side should be more than that of the negative, or the advantages should be more than that of the disadvantages. All right, so someone like Mr. Quetta Felix, I really want you to just state out why you love studying online. Okay, while waiting for your own point of view, and Mr. Zenia, I'm also waiting for your own point of view. Do you love studying online, or you prefer studying in a classroom where you meet the lecturer face to face? Now, while waiting for each and every one of your opinion, let me just state out my own points of view. Okay, the first reason why I think studying online is advantageous is that students learn more online. They get to learn on their own. So that is one of the advantage which I think studying online is advantageous. Okay, student gets to learn more. They get to put in effort. They get to learn on their own. Why am I saying this? There are people that can actually learn online. Like, let me say, people can actually do their bachelor degree online, then they go do masters in the classroom. All right, so but at the end of the day, some, for example, let me state example like practical example like University of Boya. Like, there are sometimes that the lecturer will not come to class, and then these students that are not used to studying on their own, they are used to just, because it's not all the time that teachers will be in class. There are times that the teacher might be sick. We are not praying for that, never pray for that. But there are times that unforeseen circumstances can happen. All right, and then the teacher does not come to school, or the teacher can just intentionally not want to come to school, or like just to allow the student to study on their own, because there are levels in which in education where you have to study on your own. All right, you have to do research on your own. Like when maybe you're doing masters or PhD, you have to study on your own. Yes, so you doing bachelor's degree, and now there are lecturers that something can happen and they don't come to class on that day. You get? So some students will not know how to go about this. Why? Because they are already used to listening to the lecturer, hearing what the lecturer is saying, jotting down what the lecturer is saying, taking down notes. They are just used to and just too comfortable seeing the lecturer face to face, and then following up with whatsoever the lecturer is saying. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's not all the time that the lecturer will be in class. Mr. Kweta Bele say, I'm a busy person. Okay, I will come back to his message. Okay, so if that's the first point, student gets to learn on their own, so they learn more. I feel like they learn more when they are learning on their own. Okay, mind you, it doesn't mean if you're learning on your own and you don't understand something, you cannot ask the lecturer, or you cannot ask a student that you feel it's better than you. All right, so it's advantageous because it makes you to be able to learn on your own. So even if you leave from the online studies and then you jump into the classroom, maybe continue your masters, or maybe you want to have a second degree in another program, yeah, it will help you a lot. So the day the teacher, like a school like UB that is so big, We have like amphi 750, amphi 600, where sometimes you get into class, the class is so full, and then you are standing outside, you don't even you can't even get what the lecturer is saying. You maybe you came late and you're standing outside. Even sometimes you even come early, but students come ahead of you, and then there is no seats. You're standing outside, and at the end of the day, you haven't heard what the lecturer is saying. So you need to get back home and then study on your own. So if you're that kind of person that you can't study on your own, right, you are going to face difficulties in understanding that subject, because you're just too used to looking at the lecturer face to face and getting what he's saying or jotting down notes. All right, so that is why I think studying online, if you're studying online, you are forced to practice studying on your own, because you can't do without that. Nobody will come to your house to trade to trash you, or ask you why you haven't attended your classes online, why you haven't done your assignment. Nobody will call you on phone and start asking you questions and so on and so forth. It won't happen. You are the one to use your initiative. You are going online to study, you are forced to study on your own, and I believe that this helps a lot, because it helps you to understand or to study more. So I think that is one of the advantages of studying online. Okay, so so let me read what Mr. Quetta Belly say. I'm a very busy person, so I love studying online. Firstly, because it lets me study at my convenient time. Exactly, that is true. Like if you're very busy, if you're a very busy person like Mr. Quetta Belly, of course you wouldn't want to uh uh have something to do, and then you start thinking of rushing to school, because you know, if you are working with, though even online studies have their own due dates, but it's better than classroom studies. Why? Because if a class is at let's say 3 p.m., you have to be there. You have to be there. If a class is at 3 p.m., you have to be there. If you're not there, you miss the class. If you're not there, you miss the class. But now if you're studying online, and you miss a class, you can still download the lectures, unless it's like the due date. Like for instance, if you're asked to submit your assignment, you will need to make sure that you submit that assignment before the due date. All right, but at the end of the day, you will still have enough time. You will still have enough time. Like let me say for example, someone like me studying at University of the People, we are starting classes tomorrow, right? So now the first thing what will happen is they will come and set out the notes. We are supposed to read the videos and so on and so on at around 8 a.m. All right, but it doesn't mean that because I wasn't there at that 8 a.m. I have missed the class. No, it doesn't. You see, so what happened is I can actually come on at I can actually come at 2 p.m., 8, even 8 p.m., to read whatever that was said, and then listen to the videos, and then do my assignment, and just make sure. So there's always enough time for you to make up. There's always enough time. But imagine if I was studying in a classroom school, where I will go to class, I have to see the lecturer face to face. What happens if I miss that class at 8 o'clock? That is it. I've missed it. I've missed it. I will need to start copying notes, because I can't go to the lecturer and say, oh, give me the notes, let me start copying on my own. I will have to start looking for students who have copied the note, or who have attended the classes, and then take the notes from them, and then start copying. Sometimes the student will even make mistakes. I will have to copy with the mistakes the students have made. I will read, sometimes I will not understand, not knowing that it is the mistake the students made. Okay, so I at that point I think Mr. Bellis is actually right. Okay, so and actually that's one of the point I stated here. So the second point is, you can work while studying online. You can work while studying online, but it's very difficult for you to be in a classroom school and then you work while going to, though I see some master students in Cameroon doing that, but it's kind of really somehow really stressful, and sometimes they have to miss their classes, because not all the employers will understand that you work and you school. They won't understand. There are times that they really need you to do something urgent, and you can't actually come up and tell them, oh, I can't do this because I have to rush to class. You can actually beg permission from them when you are free, but sometimes the boss will not take it lightly with you. If you're always taking permission to go to school, it's like you're not concentrating at work. It's like you don't even want to do the job. All right, so let me see if there is any. um okay, Mr. John, Mr. Oh my god. I now know the person. I now know the person. You know your email. I think is it your email or your username has changed. So how will I have known? How will I have known? Okay. Okay. Now I get it. I get it. Thank you so much, Mr. John, for joining in. Please say something at the comment section. I will be so grateful. All right. Please share my videos, guys. Share my videos to your friends. I beg of you. Share. Let me share before I continue. I'm so happy that the network is not really disturbing today. Cameroon and network. Oh my. I can't even type anything. Please, guys, let me just try to share myself out. Please, if you're a YouTuber watching me right now, please grab me. If you know we haven't danced, please grab me. I'm not seeing any YouTuber for now. Okay. I think Cameroonians are probably sleeping. I think I think they are sleeping. I'm actually in 5 different schools online studying. Oh my god, Mr. This is, I can say this is grace. Oh, how do you do this? Like me just being at university, all the people is so stressful, and you're in 5 different schools. Like wow, that's wow, that's wow. I can't, I can't believe that. That's grace. Wow, for you to actually be in 5 different schools. I I don't know how you do that, but I trust you. But I trust you. You're a strong person. Please, guys, share me out. Share me on your WhatsApp status. Share me on Facebook. Please share me on Facebook. Okay. So the second point, I said you can work while studying online. That is true, right? That is true. You can actually work while studying online if you're not too committed. If you don't have, like, you can actually, if you're using your laptop, let me say you're in your office, right, and you're using your laptop to study. When there is less work, what do? You can actually be doing your assignments. You can actually be doing your assignment. And being in those schools is not easy, but I love challenges and I'm passionate about knowledge. So that's my driving for, oh my god. Wow, that's great, Mr. Quetta. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. I really do appreciate your contribution. Mr. John say, sorry, I missed some parts since I'm at work now. Oh my. Oh, Mr. John. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine how stressful it is for you to be at work and meeting up with my life at the same time. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. Thank you. I really do appreciate. I really do appreciate your sacrifice. Okay, so like I said, you can actually work. Someone like me, though I feel like it's stressful to me. I'm saying because of the nature of my job, but it's not all the time. Like if I have if there's so many customers, it will be very difficult for me to concentrate and even do some certain things. But but at the end of the day, uh there's still times, yeah, there's still times that favors me, like when the customers are not, like during the holidays, when students have gone home for holidays, like now they've written their GC and they are now home. So the customers are not that much. So what I do is when I'm free, I just rush. I can listen to some videos. I can just rush through my book or try to do my assignment to meet up before the due date. All right. So, but imagine if I was studying in a classroom, will I be doing that? No. Probably I will have to be in class at that time. There is no way I will be attending classes, or I will carry now work to school, or now carry school to work if I was studying in a classroom school. But now, because if I'm studying online, all I need to do is have access to internet, go to work with my laptop, and that is it. When I'm free or less busy, I can just rush through, do my assignment. I actually stop where I think I'm too busy to continue, then I continue later. Somehow it has helped me. But if I was in a classroom school, I wouldn't have done that, right? So you see, it is advantageous. Studying online is advantageous because you can actually work. Why? So a lot of people, like, I always take example, I always do practical example. Like at University of the People, there are a lot of managers, CEOs, accountants, bankers, a lot of, in fact, in our class of about maybe 60 students, because we not school, because studying business administration, they group us. You have group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, up to group, maybe group 40 something. All right. So in our group, let me say, when I was doing business communication, I was in group, I think I was in group 3. Was I in group 3 or group 5? Yeah, because I was doing business communication, then I was doing uh English composition too. So either group 3 or group 5. So they put you in your group depending on, like, first come first serve. That's how University of the People is, because there are times that when the groups are full, they will actually deny you the course. Yeah. So they always advise you to know that it is first come first serve. If you come early, they'll put you in the first group, group 1, group 2, group 3, just like that. If the groups are full, because they have a number of students that they want an instructor to control. Yeah. Oh, Mr. John say, thanks so much for taking our time to educate some of us on how to manage studies and work. Oh my God. All right. Thank you so much too for actually seeing this to be an important topic, because not everyone will actually feel it's important, but there are people that will take it serious and important as well, and actually learn something from it. All right. So I'm not trying to say I'm an expert, or I am a lecturer. I always say this. I'm just, when I study something or I do a research on something, first thing first, I make sure that this thing I have done is correct. Yeah, don't come on live and you give fake information, is bad. So I always take my time to study, and then I still listen to videos and listen. I even sometimes I'll even email my instructors to get some ideas from them, so I can actually come on a platform like this and share with everyone that is interested. Okay. So what I was saying is, more so when you first come first serve. So like I was in group 3, or it's either group 3 or group 5. Now you have about 60 students that a lecturer or an instructor is controlling. All right. So in that class of about 60 students, I think like 95%, 95% of them are workers. 90, because if you look, like in our class, just about 3 of us are the youngest. Like we look young. The rest of the class, we have mothers, we have fathers, we have great grandmothers, we have, that's true, most of these people, they are from these Americans, these Pakistans, Chinese, Indians, and so on. All of them, the school is just populated with so many people around the world. So in our class, we always have like grandfathers and grandmothers, people that own people that are CEOs that own companies, all right, they still come back to school to learn. They still come back to school to learn. So imagining having a father of about 60 years or 70 years still returning back to school to learn. This father cannot just go and sit in a classroom with the young students, okay? But this is an advantage because this man can still control his work, control his company, and at the same time can still sit in his office and study online and learn more. So at this point I feel like it is advantageous as far as online study is concerned. So you can actually work while studying. So there is no need for you quitting your job. If you feel like this is if you feel like you can actually do this, no one should discourage you. There is no need for you quitting your job. That is why most of the time some people feel like, oh, there must be somebody to pay my fees. There must be why online studies are there. If you're an orphan, let me just put this: if you're an orphan or you have nobody to help you, guys, as far as God has given you hands, legs, you're passionate about knowledge, just like Mr. Bellis, you can actually do it. if god can if God can just give you a job, even a small job that can help you to to have maybe your basic needs, and then get a laptop, then get access to internet, my dear, you can do it. All right, you can do it. You can actually work while studying online. So there is no need for you quitting your job. There is no need for you saying, oh, I have to go and sit in the house, especially if you have gotten your advanced level already. There is no need for you saying, oh, I have to go and sit in the house, I have to work first, gather the money before I go back to school. All right, when you have schools like University of the People that offer, not just University of People, and other schools too that are tuition free, and also offers a scholarship that you can actually put in, try, and then you work and study. All right, so there's no need quitting your job. If you have passion for knowledge, if you want to go back to school, you can actually work and then you study online. All you need to do is get online and look for the school you're interested in, and then check out the requirement to see if you'll be able to meet up with it. It has different tuition fees. Some of them are tuition free, like University of the People. Some of them have different exam fees. Just look at the one that you like most and that is applicable to you, that you can afford. You get into it. All you need to do is struggle and get a laptop, and then you have your access to your internet and you're good to go. So there's no need for you quitting your job or in the name of you going to school. You can actually work and study at the same time. Okay, that's the second point. Then the third point is you can take care of your family while studying online. You can take care of your family while studying online. Guys, it's true. What do you think about this? There are, like what I said, if these grandfathers in our class, in our group, they are about grandfathers and grandmother, they are about 60, 70. What do you think? These are people that have children. These are people that have families, but yet they come to study. I see a lot of people saying, oh, I've passed, I really wanted to go back to school, but I've passed the age. I really wanted to go to school, but my family is disturbing me. I really wanted to go to school, but I'm married. I have a family. I have children. I have responsibility. I have to take care of the house. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. But at the end of the day, you see these people saying they don't have time. They really want to. They're passionate about this. They want to study, right? But they tell you they don't have time. But now they can actually sit and watch Nigerian film for 2 hours. They can actually sit and watch Nigerian film even for 4 hours, because some Nigerian films they will tell you part one, part two, season one, season two, season three, and you're sitting there. Am I saying watching Nigerian film is bad? I am not here to condemn anybody. I am not here to tell you what to do or what not to do. I am just here to give an advice, to tell you that if you can actually have all this responsibility, taking care of your husband, taking care of your children, taking care, you have family responsibility, and yet you sacrifice 4 hours of watching Nigerian film, then I'm telling you, you have time to study. You don't have any excuse by saying that you have responsibility and yet you don't have time to study, whereas you can actually sit and watch television for 4 hours. So if you can actually create this time to watch Nigerian film or any or series, Philippine series, some people say I'm just saying what I'm watching on Indian films. Okay, so if you can actually have time with all this responsibility, and you're watching this, you see that you have no excuse. Mr. Quetta Belly say, let me read what he said. Okay. He said, the challenge of working and studying is what makes online studies more interesting. You see the need to be disciplined. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, you see the need to be disciplined. It's a beautiful experience. Oh my God, yeah, you are right. It's really a beautiful experience because it's really, really challenging. It's not everybody. Like, if you watch my previous, if you watch my live yesterday, I said I started University of People with so many Cameroonians and they have dropped out. Not that they didn't have the money. These are people, I'm talking about myself being under a scholarship, and people that are actually pay 10 courses 600,000 and they have dropped. They don't want to continue again. They would tell you, Yvette, I can't do this. It's very, very challenging. Imagining you with all this whatever that is happening around, you are able to raise 600,000 to pay for your school fees. All right, and then I am under a scholarship, but you have actually sacrificed this money 600K to pay your school fees, and yet in the process you say, no, I can't continue again. What do you think? That money, is it that the money is not important to this person? The money is not important, but not everybody can really take these challenges. So if anybody that is able to do this is someone that is determined and actually loves challenges. That's just it. So, like what I was saying, you can actually take care of your family very well, very well, and then you uh, uh um you study online. Now guys, in my next video, in a video to come, I will tell you how you can actually study online. We are going to talk about time management, how you can manage your time as far as study online is concerned. Now, I'm not just saying these stuff like some people say it's wisdom. I don't, this particular aspect is not wisdom, it's knowledge. Why do I say so? It's something, it's something I got. Remember when we talk about the power of education, the power of education that creates knowledge. So in my next video I will be talking about time management as far as studying online is concerned, and this is all gotten through education because this is something we study online, and I would like to share with you. We study in online, a course called online strategy. So I will actually bring out how time management, we are going to talk about time management in another video, how you can actually study online and you manage your time. All right, so like I was saying, all you need to do is you can actually take care of your family very well, manage your time, and yet you still study online, and your family is good, your education is good, your studies are good, your husband is good, your children are good. So you can't say, oh, because I have a family. Like what I said, these mothers and fathers in our class, these are people that have children, but yet they study. Sometimes some people, because we are in a group, some people will even tell you, you text a message, like the admin of the group will tell you, oh, sorry, I was taking my children to school, sorry for replying late. Okay, now you meet someone in the group that says something, there you tag the person, you talk, and you wanted the person to reply, and the person say, oh, sorry for replying late, I was dressing up my children, I was feeding my children, I was taking care of my children, my child is this, my child is this. Are people that have children. Like, you're not the first that have a child, you're not the first that is married. So you can't just hide behind that fact and say, oh, because I'm married. If you're passionate about something, go for it. Look for means to go for it. Then sit back. You don't want to sit back in 10 years time and wish you made that decision to just continue with your education. You don't want to sit back in 10 years time and regret. You don't want to sit in 10 years time and start crying, lamenting, and say, oh, how I wish, how I wish, how I wish, how I wish. Let me tell you, if you're a young girl or a young boy, let me tell you, your mother's or your father's money is not your money. Because, why do I say so? If they get a salary of 300,000 francs, they will not carry that salary and give you now. Yes, they will give you pocket allowance. Yes, they will send you to school. Yes, they will pay your school fees. But remember that no matter how much your mother or your father gives you, there is always a need you want to satisfy. There is always a need, something you might be walking on the way and you see a shoe you like so much, but mom will not give you that money. will tell you that you're buying shoes too much. But it's something you love. So you have you ever seen a dress that it's like if you can't get that dress, you just die? Have you ever seen some shoes like if you don't get that shoes or earrings, you just die? Imagining you having your own money. Imagine you just having your own money and just asking no one's opinion, getting there and buying what you want. So you don't want to sit in 10 years time and start asking yourself, why my friends are at this stage and I'm here? Why did I not take the bold step even if I didn't have the money to go back and sit in class? Why didn't I take the bold step of working that small money and then trying to study online? By now I will be a better person. By now I will even have a better job with my certificate. So you don't want to sit in 10 years time or some years time and start looking back, flashing back and regretting why you did not take a bold step. All right, so don't say because you're married, because there are people that actually get married very young. Okay, so you don't want to say, oh, because I'm married I'm not going to school again, then you're just wasted. But you're passionate about this thing, so you can actually get married, have your children, take care of your husband, take care of your home, be responsible and still study online. You have no problem with that. Nobody should deceive you. If others can do it, you can do it. If these fathers and mothers in Pakistan, China, America, all over the world can actually come to University of the People and do this, my dear, you can do this. Okay, so the next point is through studying online, you get versed with the internet and can discover a lot of things. There are a lot. This is this tip 4 is actually true. Through studying online, you can get versed with the internet and can discover a lot of things. It's true. There are so many things that I have discovered online that it's all about this studying. Yeah, all about studying online. A lot of things I've come to discover. Some interesting articles that sometimes like there's this interesting article that we did in our class with it was I've forgotten, but something like it was an experiment. I don't know if I've talked about that story before, but I think in my channel here one time I will talk about it. Like it was an experiment where they gather people and then they put in a house. To them they call that house a prison. Yeah, they call it a prison. So they gather these people, put in, then they wanted to experiment how prisoners act. I love that story. So it's I love that article. It's something that is true, guys. I love it so much, just like the story of Malala that I came to discover just through studying online. Like these are interesting stories that I can read and read and read and read and listen to it over and over again. Now I'm able to do my research online. I'm able to search, use keywords very well online to search some certain things. At first I did not know all these things. All right, so I so this is an advantage because when you're studying online, it pushes you to discover a lot of things you never knew about. It helps you a lot. All right, so studying online is really advantageous in that aspect because there are some things like if you're being asked, for example, studying online makes me to understand what plagiarism is. I didn't know. To me, I can actually copy someone's work word to word and it makes no it doesn't make any difference to me. But studying online makes me to understand that it is wrong. Plagiarism is wrong. That is copying someone's work without referencing it. It's wrong. Make me to understand internet. So make me to understand that if you're chatting with somebody online, you don't have to use capital letters because it's considered as shouting and being rude. I didn't know all these things, but through studying online, I have discovered a lot of things. I discover Zoom. I discover a lot of things online. I can now search for scholarships on my own. I can now do some certain things online. I can now go on YouTube. I can now do this. I can now use my Facebook well. I can now go live on Facebook. I can now go live on YouTube. A lot of things that I've come to discover as far as studying online is concerned. So studying online has really made me to be versed with the internet and to discover a lot of things that I never knew about. So I think this point is very important as far as online study is concerned. Okay, so the last point is you get familiarized with other social media platform. Studying online makes you familiarized with other social media platform. Why do I say so? Guys, do you think this statement is true? Do you think this point is true? Like, if you're studying online, it makes you, pushes you to get familiarized with other social media platform. Okay, as for me, I think it's true. Why? Someone like us now, I am able to use WhatsApp very well. Why? Because when we are studying online, there is this WhatsApp group. We have what we call, oh, is it quarrel or what, like that? In that platform, guys, it's all about questions. Questions. Ask the questions, the answer. Ask the questions, the answer. And then there is another, there is, oh my god, I've forgotten this. There is another platform. There is another platform that we are using at University of People. Now I discover, I don't know if you know about Moodle. I don't even know about all these things until I got into University of the People, and now I know about Moodle. That's the platform where we used to. That's the platform. Telegram. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Berry. Okay, so we use Moodle to study. I never knew about all these things. I discovered about Zoom. A lot of, now I can use Facebook. I can actually go on Facebook, and then I go to any group and I post. Like University of People have a group. He has his page on Facebook. So now I know these are things that I face. Before, I could not do all this. I was seeing it as if these are special people that they have these are special people that they have placed and taught them how to use all of these things. Now I will get on Facebook, I will start seeing someone will just go into a group and post, and I'm seeing it, and people in that group are seeing it, and I begin to wonder, how do they even do this? How do they even do this? And then I will go on what's this, Instagram. I'll go on Twitter. I'll see a lot of things, and I don't even, I'm wondering how they even use these things. But studying online has made me, since I'm always online, I am able to discover a lot of things and get myself familiarized with other social media platforms. We also have social media platforms like WhatsApp. I don't know if you know about WhatsApp. We also have a study group there. We have it on WhatsApp, we have it on WhatsApp, we have it on Facebook. Now I'm just all over social media, and I know a lot about social media. So I can use it to do my things. Yeah. So at first I didn't know all these things, but studying online now has caused me to be able to discover all of these things. But if I wasn't studying online, I'm not sure I'll be able to know all of these things. And I'm still learning every day. I'm still learning. I'm still learning and learning and learning, guys. So I think this point is advantageous as far as studying online is concerned. All right, guys. So those are the five points I brought out for us to look at as far as online study is concerned. I talked about students learn more online. They get used to learn on their own. That's the first point. The second point, you can work while studying online. The third point, you can take care of your family while studying online. The fourth point, through studying online, you get versed with the internet and can discover a lot of things. And the last point, you get familiarized with other social media platforms. So these are the points I brought out for us to talk about. So guys, please, if you're facing difficulties in any of this, don't give up. We can always talk about this. There is nothing that there's nothing good that comes easy. Anything that is good always comes with hard knock. You need to push, you need to push. So if you're really determined to study and you feel like classroom schools is not the best for you because you have a lot to do, you have a lot of responsibility, you're married, you're working, you're doing this, you're doing that, I think I will always recommend online studies for you. I will always recommend online studies for you, because it will help you a lot to be able to do whatever you're doing, and at the same time you study at your own convenience. So you create your own time to study. All right, you create your own time to study. So no one should discourage you. No one should discourage you and say, oh, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. Everything is possible. Remember, with God all things with God all things are possible. So don't feel discouraged. All right, you can always go, like I always say, you can always go on YouTube. There are a lot of things you can learn from there. You will see people that are studying and learning at the same that are studying and working at the same time. You see people that are even more that you feel like you're old, you're too old, right? But for me, I feel like knowledge or learning doesn't end until the day you die. Every day we get to learn, and it's good to learn on daily basis because it's not everything that you will know. It's not everything that you know. It's good to learn on daily basis, and you can learn even from a very small child, and a small child can also learn from an elderly person. So it doesn't mean that because you're now old, you're now at a certain age. If you have passion for it and you have the power, you can actually do it. You can actually do it. So let no one deceive you and say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Guys, it's wrong. All right. So guys, we have come to the end of my live show. I want to first of all thank you all very very much, very much, for watching. And for those that are going to watch after and are watching for the very first time and haven't subscribed to my channel, Mr. John, I'm not sure you have subscribed to my channel. No, it should be, you should be subscribed. Yeah, because you can't comment without you subscribing. You can't comment without you subscribing. So thank you guys so much. And for people that are going to be watching me after this, please, if you know you haven't subscribed to my channel, do me a favor, support your own, support your girl by subscribing, stating a comment at the comment section as far as whatever I'm talking about here is concerned, or as far as online study is concerned. State your comment at the comment section, and please give me a thumbs up, give the host a thumbs up. It's very important to me. Give the host a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your time, thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you, Mr. John, for sacrificing your hour, but yet you still make out time. Thank you, Mr. Bellis. It's not easy, you're feeling sleepy, but at the same time you're still doing everything possible to watch me live and participate and just being active. I want to thank you so much. I really do appreciate your you participating in my program. Thank you guys so much, and please do have a blessed day.